Welcome to Rhythm and Roads Las Vegas. I'm your host, Joshua Jacob. On today's show, we have a very special guest, country music artist Miranda Ramos from San Diego. Welcome to the show.
Hi, everybody. So nice to be here. Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Yeah. And you also are an award-winning music artist too. I mean, you've won some awards, right? For what I read.
I I have
Yeah,
I've
that's
won
awesome.
two awards from San Diego Magazine as
Wow. Awesome.
best country artist and best singer songwriter. So that was pretty cool. And then I'm up for six awards this year. It's pretty
Six.
cool.
Oh my
So
God.
one of them is from the San Diego Music Awards, and so I'll know next week on May 6th whether I won for Best Country Song of the Year for the song "The Only Men I Need." And then I got another five nominations from San Diego Magazine, and I mean they range from Best Singer Songwriter to Best Party Band and Best Country Band and Best Cover Band, like so many different
Wow.
amazing opportunities. So we won't know about that one, I think, until September. So it feels like a
Okay.
long time. Yeah.
Well, we definitely wish you the best on that and hope you get all six.
It'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. Well, I really appreciate your time coming on, and we want to get to know just the journey so far where you're at. But I know your latest single, "Monsters Are Real," came out in February or March. I think it was like March, right, or end of February.
February.
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
February. Yeah, you want to talk a little bit about that song, and then we can move forward to kind of what you're up to right now.
Yeah, that song is so different than anything I've ever written. And I wrote it with a friend of mine. His name's Brian Wilson. He's pretty much written every song that I've ever written with
Oh
me. He's
wow,
just a
okay.
fantastic co-writer. He's like a brother to me. He performs in the duos with me.
Oh cool.
And so I had this song, and literally it came to me while I was sleeping in the middle back.
Oh my God, you just froze up for a good while. You
Oh,
there?
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either,
Um,
but yeah, we're gonna start.
so
Just
so this song came to me
yeah.
in the middle of the night. I finally got up at 3 a.m. after it was 2 hours of it playing in my head, and I finally wrote it down. And then most of the song was done, but I needed
Wow.
help with some melody parts. I'm not the best melody writer. So he came in and we wrote the song, and it's kind of dark. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a sad song, but it comes to a happy ending. And I haven't we kept this recording extremely simple compared to my other recordings that have a lot of instrumentation and production behind them. And so this one is just so simple. It's all about the words. I didn't even add any backing vocals. It's
Wow.
just me, a guitar,
Yeah.
a bass, and drums. That's it.
And that's it.
And we recorded in like an hour. It was amazing.
In an hour? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was just I wrote it in like 20 minutes and it was recorded in an hour. And
Yeah,
but this
wow.
song is probably the most impactful song I will say that I wrote. And so we've been getting amazing feedback from people that have experiences. Spoiler alert, if you have any issues with domestic violence, it might hit home a little strong for you. So trigger warning on
Okay.
that one. But it does have one of those. It's a song that it tells a story. It turns it around. It's very 90s country.
Wow,
Um,
okay.
but a little bit sad.
Yeah. No, and thank you for sharing that. And that's incredible from 20 minutes just writing the song, then an hour just recording it, and there you are. It's just done. That's so
Yeah, and
cool.
other songs that I want to write, I can't write. It's so weird how I think God has a way of telling us what needs to be written, and then other things that's like, no, nice idea, but it's not going to come to you easily. So the ones that come easily are the ones that just flow right out of you, like you're with no effort.
Yeah.
And then you think you have this good idea, and you just fail over and over
Oh
again
my
writing.
God.
I have so many choruses and verses that I just can't get past. And I think I've talked to so many songwriters, and we're all like that. We have hundreds, if
Really?
not thousands,
Okay.
of partial songs written in places. And um, the ones that actually get
Yeah.
written, it's few and far between. Let's put it that way.
Oh wow. Well, yeah, you probably do have a lot of unreleased music that you want to record. But of
Tons.
course you'll get there soon and do it.
We're trying to get to the studio this
Yeah.
year. I've got enough for an EP, and I really but there's a lot of collaborations on this EP, and so I'm trying to schedule with other singer-songwriters and performers. It's like we're all so busy. So
Yeah.
trying to get us all into the studio is proving to be very difficult. But I told my friend Ashley Norton, which I'm going to see her tonight, I said, we are going to schedule our studio by the end of this month, and tomorrow's the last day of the month. So I've got to talk to her tonight. We've got to get a date set.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad. Get the
Yeah.
song done. Get it over with. Yeah.
Well, the song's done. We just need to get into the studio. That one's
Yeah, and just
done.
record it. Okay.
Yeah, like I perform it in like solo, and I do it duo, and whenever she's around, she'll perform it with me. So, but I want it to be a full duet in the
Oh, cool.
studio.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what's going on with May 6th? Am I correct on that date? There's something in San Diego, that awards?
Yes, the San
Yeah.
Diego Music Awards are May
Wow.
6th, and it's like our version of the Grammys. Like San Diego sounds like a big city, but we're not. And so all of us get together, just everyone in the music community. It's a great benefit for kids, for Guitars for Kids. I always get it wrong. Guitars for Kids. So it's a fundraiser, but there's live performances. All of the singer, songwriter, musicians in San Diego are there. We dress up, we get to walk the red carpet. It's
Oh, that's
just one of
cool.
those fancy schmancy events. And
Yeah.
so it's a lot of fun. I've been going for a few years now. Last year was my first nomination, which I didn't win. And I was kind of happy because singing is my thing. Talking in front of lots of people is usually not my thing. I will put my foot in
Really?
my mouth somehow.
No way.
So
Okay.
I was more nervous about winning than losing because I was like, oh, if I have to talk in front of all these people, what's gonna come out of my mouth? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I hope you win this year. That way you can stand in front of everyone and just say your speech.
I have so many friends in the same category though that honestly, if I don't win, I'm still going to be cheering as loud as anyone because they're all my friends.
Oh, of course.
And
Yeah.
so so there's not going to be no sadness if I don't win.
Yeah.
If anything, it's just a fun night to dress up and get to see all my friends because so many of us were great friends, but we're all performing Fridays, Saturdays, and we don't get to ever see one another and hang
Well,
out
yeah.
outside of
Yeah.
music, right? So and if we are lucky enough to go out and see one another, that we're usually performing, so we're not getting to interact and
Right.
talk to each other and catch up on life. And so um that's the fun part, is just getting time away from the stage
Yeah.
with the people that you admire and
Right. And get
trust and respect.
photos and just
Yes.
exchange stories. Yeah, that's gonna be fun for you, and I'm glad. And so this happens May 6th, and so is it open to the public or you have to buy tickets for this or
It is open to the public. I believe tickets are around $30. It sells out every year. So
oh, does it? Okay.
and it's in a week. So if you are lucky enough to have tickets available to buy, purchase them now, because it literally sells out every single year.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for sharing that. Did you want to share, well, we could share a little bit of your new music on the way because yeah, you want to talk about maybe a one song or two that you're recording right now or in the works of going to?
Yeah, I'm writing this love song. So the first song I ever released was a love song, and I swore I would never release another love song because I'm a
Why
I'm a
is that?
therapeutic because I'm a therapeutic writer. And so when I want to write songs, it's usually because I'm having big feelings.
Oh,
And
okay.
my love life is the most like steady part of my life. Like I've been with my person. I don't know, what boyfriend seems so weird to say at our age, but anyway, I've been with my boyfriend for
What? Okay.
it feels weird saying boyfriend. But I've been
Okay.
with him for almost 7 years now,
Oh,
and
wow.
and
Okay.
he's just like this steady, perfect human part of my life. And so there's not a lot of like big emotions that happen on that side of the house that get me all riled up, right? Because he's just like this steady guidance. Um, but the first song I ever wrote was about him, and I released that song whole, I think,
Oh,
3
that's
years ago
cool.
now.
Yeah.
So I wrote that about him, and this new song I'm writing is absolutely the same inspiration. And it came from because we've been together so long. People are like, "Oh, are you guys going to get married?" And I'm like, "No. No, we're not. I don't ever want to be married again. I was married once, and I've been there, done that. I have no interest in having the government be part of my relationship ever again." And so this song is about, being in love, but not needing the ring, not needing, the big party, and that he's really all I need. And it's called Choose Me Every Day, and he chooses me every day. And our relationship is a choice. There's no ring, there's no contract.
Mm.
And so that to me is even more impactful because he doesn't have to stick around, right? He but he chooses me every day on my bad days, on my good days. It's still me that he comes home to. And that to me is like, I don't need a ring. He
Yeah.
shows me every day who he wants to be with. And so that's what that song's about.
Oh,
So I'm
interesting.
not done writing it.
Yeah.
I'm probably 90% there. I'm working on the last piece is the bridge I've got to work on. If you know
Oh, okay.
songwriting, that bridge is always the hard part for me.
Oh, that's what I've heard. Yeah, it is. Well, that's cool. Do you have an idea when this song will be out? Maybe later this year, in the fall, summer?
So I'm trying to get to the studio this year and release this
Okay.
year because I really want the EP to be out before the end of December.
Okay.
So that's my goal. And I've got a song with Ashley E. Norton. I've got a song with Tavia um, that I'm working on. That we're going to work on that in June. Um, I've got a song called "Hung Over You" that's coming this
Oh my
year, and
God.
then yeah, and "Choose Me Every Day."
That's
So
cool.
I've got
Wow.
at least 4 songs that I'm like ready to get to the studio on.
Wow, exciting. Well, I look forward to hearing these songs later this year. That should be cool. And also, there's that Honky Tonk Festival, right, going on that I think you're a part of.
Yeah, well, there's like a
I think
bunch of
in July or
festivals.
August. Like, yeah, there's a lineup of people around the area that are part of this festival. I'm like, well, that's really cool.
Yeah, there's 2. So not sure which one you're talking about. There's one called Boots on Main, and that's kind of towards the LA area. And so I'm going to be featured in that one, but that's just
Okay.
going to be an acoustic duo setup. And then there is Honky Tonk Sea Salt at the
Yeah, that
beach.
one. Right.
That one is really cool. I think I'm Labor Day is the day
Oh,
that
is
we're
it
there.
really Labor Day? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
cool.
it's actually that Monday, Labor Day, and I'm there with my full band. I was gonna surprise you and tell you that I had you'll be the first to know. The announcement has
Me?
not gone
Oh
out.
my God.
Yes. You'll be the
Exclusive
first to
news right
know.
now. Oh my God, guys. Here we go.
100% exclusive news. The big announcement is formally coming out on May 7th, but I've had a full band realignment. So I've got a new bassist, I've got a new guitarist, and I just hired a full-time female backing vocalist.
Wow. Is that
So
right?
our
So everyone's
band,
just brand new.
yeah, I mean, no, these musicians are not brand new to the world of
Well, no, not to the
musicianship. They are
world, but to your group.
incredible,
Yeah, to your
but
band.
new to me.
Yeah, new to you.
Um, and the when you get the right people working with you, it's magic. And
Oh,
so
wow.
our debut with the new lineup is in May 15th. Um, and it's gonna be something. Like if
Oh,
the magic that we're feeling in the studio
yeah.
is anything like what's gonna happen with the
On
audience,
stage. Yeah.
you guys are in for a treat.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
so
Oh my
proud
God.
of this band.
Wow. That's exciting. How did this happen? Like, so what was the whole transition? It was time to just
Yeah, I mean,
regroup with other people or what?
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if you're in the music business, bands come and go and have different lineups all the time.
Okay.
And all of us have personal lives and things
Yeah.
going on that change either our availability or our willingness to commit so much time to these things. And so sometimes you just have to kind of sunset something in
Yeah.
order for a new thing to be born. And so it was just one of those times. And I'd been with my last bandmates for just over a year
Oh, okay.
and no hard feelings at all. Like we were all great friends, nothing but love and respect
Yeah.
for them. But when things just go right,
Yeah.
because it's so scary. It's so scary. Like all I had was my drummer left, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's gonna,
Wow. Is that right?
and
It's your drummer.
yeah. So
Huh.
so when that happens, and you have to let people go, you always wonder like, is this worth it? Because it's so much work. Managing a
Wow.
band is so much work. So you wonder like, is it worth it? Am I gonna find the right people? Um, and you just never know. I've been in a lot of bands and I just sometimes the magic's there, sometimes it's not, sometimes it's forced. Sometimes there's just one
Right.
person that's kind of funky. Um, but this is like I'm just being honest. You get the real
Yeah.
me all the
Of
time.
course. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but no, this new lineup, it's just way more than I could have even hoped for. Let's
That's
just put it that
amazing.
way.
I'm happy
Yeah.
for you. Well, and that's something I was mentioning yesterday with another artist. What's meant for you will find you, even with people, right? The right people, the right time. And that's the thing. We will come to that point in our life where we will ask ourselves, and I think this is a really important part where it's like when you get to that point, is this it? right? That
Yeah.
questioning, that wonder, and then that's when what's meant for you the doors will start to open when you least expect it. You know what I mean? And then once you see the flow of that, you're like, oh my God, this is even better than I ever thought. And, you know, and that's the thing, we sometimes have to get to that edge of the questions of, is this it? Is this really it? Just like you said about your drummer, where you really thought, oh my God, I'm down to just my drummer. It's that point of like, is this it? That the opportunities that God will bring are amazing. And I've been part of
Yeah.
that too, and I love it. So
Well,
I'm happy for
and
you.
it always feels like a lot to ask someone to, give up their time and energy and effort um to support you, right? Because they're supporting my dream.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes, of course they love music, and yes, of course they want to be a part of it, but when you ask someone to do that and then you find people that are so enthusiastic and they see your vision and they see your dream and they believe in you, like
Yeah.
unbridled
That's
belief
important. Yeah.
in you is just wild. And then these musicians just blow you away. Like, you set your expectations,
Yeah.
because you're just like, I don't know. And then, my current guitarist, he actually plays guitar and harmonica at the same time on songs.
Wow.
And I'm
Okay.
looking over there like, what? How do I deserve to get to work with someone
That's
so
cool.
talented?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
very
I just
talented.
I just totally admire these people, and I can't wait for you to see us, our new lineup.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you when you're gonna come out to Vegas now that you have this new lineup.
Oh my gosh, if you can help me get into Jason Aldean, I mean, I want to get out there so bad.
There's
Like,
Old Red,
so
there's
bad.
Stonies, there's
Yes.
yeah, Jason Aldean. I mean, there's a lot. But I mean, there's so
Get
many
the
country
hookups.
artists. There's so many local country tribute artists and also artists that are out here that I'm like, it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, I've tried to break into there. It's really hard. I
is
mean,
it? Oh wow.
as an artist, it's so funny how it's like feast or famine sometimes for us because we're doing constant outreach. We're trying to get in new venues. We're sending these emails, and it just sometimes seems like they're going to a black hole. And then
Mm.
all of a sudden, like I think it was the beginning of April, all of a sudden one day I booked 6 new venues in one day. And I was
Wow.
like, "Okay, all right. Well, this was a great day."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then you'll go another month without, booking a new venue. So I, I couldn't tell you what works and what doesn't because
yeah.
it's
Okay.
it's still kind of nebulous to me what
Yeah.
works. Couldn't
Okay.
tell you.
Well, I will keep an option. Well, see what options I have. I mean, there's sometimes I go to these venues and talk with the promoters and stuff, those that are in charge of the entertainment, and
Yeah.
so let's see what I can get. I mean, I already have I asked Chris Lozano because he's actually been playing a lot at Old Red, and I asked him, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, how did you get in here? Like, because I have other friends that are on wanting to be a part. He told me it took him a year and a half to get finally a response. And I was like, wow. So good for him to keep pressing on for a year and a half to try to get that yes.
Yeah, my
I
friend
just,
Ash Easton just got in there, but she's been playing like they'll give her full weekends, so she'll play like Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday,
okay.
and then she'll come back home. So, and she's from out here, but she's amazing, by the way. If haven't heard of Ash Easton, go look her up.
Oh,
But
I
she's
will.
got this like rock grit to her.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she's like super southern rock, I would say.
Yeah.
And she's wonderful. So she's playing there on the regular.
Oh, is she?
But it's
Okay.
always kind of this weird thing of like, do I ask how she got in? Do I ask for the contact? And sometimes it feels wrong, or like you don't want to be turned down, and then you don't want everyone coming after you for contacts at the same time. So it's I don't know, it's this like weird shell game that
Yeah.
how close am I to this person and can I ask for their contact? And, sometimes you just feel like, no, I want to be able to get in on my own. I don't know. We're
I
weird
get you.
people.
No, I
Singer
mean,
songwriters are weird.
I wanted to ask Chris just to ask, but yeah, he
Yeah.
told me. I mean, the way he said the answer was really like, dude, like it took me like a year and a half to finally get in here. Like it wasn't just like, oh, a week later and then oh, here you go. Like he says, it
I
was
know
a
sometimes it's
while.
persistence. Like
Yeah.
I've reached out to Treasure Island because they have a country bar in there
Oh,
and
that's
I've
right.
reached out to them.
Gullies or Gillies. I
Yeah,
think it's Gillies.
Gillies.
Yeah, Gillies.
And I've reached out to them over the years. I mean, I've been through like 3 bands and I've reached out to them in every iteration of, different bands, and I just never
No,
hear anything back.
really.
And then there's people that say like you have to call the owner like so many like every Monday at this time, and
Oh my God.
yeah, so it's just I
Oh.
guess how bad do you want it? And
Right.
how much are you going to annoy them before they finally say
Well, you'd be surprised. There's people that, I mean, it's not really pertaining to, well, it could be, I guess the same for music industry, but yeah, there's times where other people have said, "Hey, I hired this person because he wouldn't stop." But I love the fact that this person was persistent because it shows that you really wanted it because you're not the only artist wanting to be on that stage. There's so
yeah.
many lined up. But if you come in and I see your face and you're persistent about it, then that says, yeah, you really want it. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see if it works
And
out.
there's it's like you've got to be persistent but not annoying.
Right,
You
right.
don't want to
That's
piss them off.
right. You want to, so it's kind of like, where's the
You don't
balance
want
on
to be
that?
blacklisted. You
Yeah.
want to get in.
Yeah, you
So
don't
you
want
got
to
to
be
be really
shunned from
careful.
Las Vegas. Like, oh my God.
Yes. But man,
Jeez.
that's a dream to play on the strip. I mean, if I could get to do that, that would just be incredible. And I think getting some new footage with the new band too, since we're gonna have a fuller sound with the backing
That's
vocalist
cool.
and
Yeah, that's really cool.
multi instrumentation. So with a bigger band comes hopefully bigger opportunities.
Yeah, of
So
course. Yeah, I think so. Well, before we close, I just want to ask how the viewers can keep updated with you on your projects, your shows, what's the Instagram links, all that good stuff.
yeah, so all the places. I have to be honest, I'm not great with TikTok, but Facebook and Instagram at Miranda Ramos Music, and then good old fashioned website is mirandaramosmusic.com.
All
So
right.
pretty easy across the board.
Sounds good. Well, thank you, Miranda. Been such a pleasure to have you on the show. And guys, if you'd like to come on the show and share your story, my Instagram is Joshua Jacob Official. I believe every story matters. Every story can impact someone's life just by watching an episode and being inspired. All it takes is just that one person sharing their testimony. So you're always welcome to come on. So thank you, Miranda. We
Thank you,
really wish you
Joshua.
yeah, we really wish you the best on May 6th for the San Diego Awards. That should be cool, and also your new music in the works in the future coming out and your shows. So I still
I'll
have to
keep
see
you
you
updated,
live.
my friend.
Yeah, I still have to see you live sometime. So I haven't seen you live yet.
Well, I mean, let's get me out to Vegas, then you don't have to drive very far.
Right. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Thank you, Miranda. This is Joshua Jacob with Rhythm and Roads, Las Vegas.